Oh, hello there, and welcome to this summer version of Release Notes, because summer has finally come to Sweden. And with that, it is about 1,000,000 degrees here in Malmö right now. That's why we're at the water, where there's a tiny breeze. Also, with that, we can see that my trusty Web Manuals hoodie, and there's a seagull, my trusty Web Manuals hoodie has finally betrayed me, because this is too warm. Christian behind the camera, he's sitting there in a t-shirt and shorts and having a mighty old time with his sunglasses, and I was not prepared for the Swedish summer. Anyways, speaking of Swedish summer, please remember that we have Go Digital in September, and it's going to be amazing. Hopefully we'll try to bring this weather so we can really enjoy the outside spa as well at Ystad. But please remember to sign up for Go Digital. It's gonna be absolutely fabulous, the biggest one ever. Besides that, I need to mention our summer release as well, because from now on, or 3 days from now, we are starting our summer release build, meaning that we are coding or developing for the summer release, which will run throughout throughout July and August as well. Meaning that there will be no release notes and no release in July. We will release everything by the end of August. So a big chunk where our developers will be working on smaller improvements, things that you've been waiting for, things a lot of you have been asking for. So we're kind of switching track away from the bigger projects we've been working on, which are almost complete, but we want to give our developers a bit of a summer vacation as well, where they can still develop, but develop other things. That's how you enjoy your summer vacation as a developer, I've heard. But besides that, let's move on and have a chat about the release notes, and we'll start, as always, with the improvements. So before we jump completely into improvements, just like last month, this is a smaller release because we've been focusing on big projects, and with those big projects, they are almost complete, and we're looking forward to releasing them by end of the year or late in the year, and we of course will be presenting our results during Go Digital as well, as I mentioned. Improvements. So editors will now be able to send out warning emails just like admins could, and it's actually quite simple. They can do it from reports, and you can now give your editors access to send out warning emails as well. So not only the admins need to struggle with this or need to keep up with it. So if you create a user type that is an editor who should be able to send out warning emails as well, you simply give them access to the reports area, and then those editors will be able to send out warning emails as well, spreading the work for everybody, so making it a little bit easier. Another improvement we've done is in the reset password dialog. In that, we've been changing it over the course of the last few months. We've been adding more security and things like that. And to just make it easier for everybody to adjust to this transition, when you're trying to reset your password, sometimes it just won't be good enough. And before, you could still press submit or send, and it just wouldn't work. It would give you an error message. Now, the fields that you're putting in your passwords will either be black or green, and as they turn green, it means that your password is safe and secure enough, and that means that your submit button will become active. So when your fields are green and your button is there, then you can actually submit your new password, and then you'll have reset your password. That should make it a lot easier for everybody, just a little bit of usability. We hope you enjoy that. Let's move on to bug fixes. Bug fixes. Yes, bug fixes. Let's talk about them. 4 bug fixes this month. As I said, it's a small release. First off, one quite a few of you have been waiting for. It is a compliance link issue we've had, where if you are linking a compliance regulation to a very large document, when you click the link, instead of taking you to the page, it would take you to the top of the manual. This was a small timing issue that was in the system. It has now been rectified. So those of you who are linking to very large documents, your links will now take you to the correct pages. That should be very positive. Another one we have is if you in the editor had been changing quite a few pages and then pressed save, not all of the changed pages would actually be saved in the log. So it would of course be saved in the document, but in your log, not everything would actually be put in there. That has now been rectified. So when you press save, even if you've changed a lot of pages, everything should then occur correctly in the log for you. One more, time-limited revisions can now be published even if the document owner has been archived. so you won't get your documents locked up if the owners are archived. That should be quite positive. Of course, we do hope that you will change your owners so the documents actually have valid owners. So consider that, but at least your documents will not be locked up. And another thing, in user performance, you have the send warning email button. That will now automatically be disabled if you don't have your warning email template active. So if the template is active, it means that we cannot send the email out because you've disabled it. And that means that the button will now automatically be disabled as well to ensure that people understand that you cannot actively send warning emails. And that's all we had for you. We hope you enjoy the release and we hope you look forward to our summer release as well. Please remember to sign up for Go Digital. And as you know, since the weather here in Sweden changes every 5 minutes, always remember to bring an umbrella. You never know when it's gonna rain. Have a lovely summer all. Bye. Oh, a playground.